Hello and welcome to this introduction video with practical information about the Dutch course you are about to start. By the way, did you already watch the video with the explanation of the Delft method of language learning? If not, watch that first and then come back to this practical video. We will start with some information about the course materials. Then I'll give you an overview about what will happen during the coming days. After that, we will look at the course schedule, and finally we will pay attention to the examination and the way the course results will be calculated. What do you need for this course? The most important item is the textbook, edition 5, that comes with access to the online materials. You can buy the book in a bookstore, for example Paagman in Delft, or the bookstore at the Faculty of Architecture. It's also available online from the publisher www.nt2school.nl or from other online stores like bol.com. And please note, this book is obligatory and it's not allowed to use copies. There is also an exercise book and a telephone app. You don't have to buy these. We are not going to use them during the class. You will need the Zoom online meeting application for the online classes. Make sure you download it on your device. Our secretary will send you an email with an invitation link to the Zoom meetings. We advise you to use a laptop or a desktop computer. And even more important, make sure you have a headset that works well, so test it before you come to class. Needless to say that you should be there on time. You can enter the Zoom waiting room before the teacher will admit you to class. A lively conversation is what we want, so switch on your camera and microphone all the time during the lessons. And it's important that you follow the lessons in a silent environment. Background noises disturb the lessons. What will happen during the coming days? Today you are watching this introduction video. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, there will be a question and answer session at 5 p.m. Here you can ask questions about the content and the organization of the course. Attendance is recommended, but it's not obligatory. You will find the Zoom link in the email from the secretary. If you are a student, you have to enroll in the group of your choice on Thursday through Brightspace. Go to WM1115 TU Dutch Elementary1. The schedules of the different groups will be published before 11 p.m. in an announcement in the Brightspace module. At 11 o'clock, all groups will be open for enrollment. Be on time because the groups can be very popular. If you don't find a place in the group, you can put your name on a waiting list. Sometimes there will be extra places if others don't show up. If there are no places, you may have a place in the next quarter if you are on the waiting list. If you're not a student, you're already enrolled in the group of your choice. During the coming days, you should already start learning the first 2 lessons in order to be well prepared for the lessons. And for the first lessons in particular. If you don't have the book yet, you can use the free online lessons on the website of the publisher. See the link below. Or the free trial app. It's available for both Apple and Android devices. Search for Delftse Methode in the App Store. It's wise to wait with buying the book until you are sure you have a place in the group. And finally, here is your first lesson. The course begins. Let us know by email if you have to miss the class, otherwise your place could be given to someone on the waiting list. Let's look at the course schedule. During the coming days you will receive your course schedule with all the practical information you need for the group you're in. You will find the names and email addresses of the teachers, and you can use that. For example, if you think you're going to miss a class, you can inform the teachers and the secretary. Use the email addresses for that. There is the homework planning, the lesson schedules and times, and when the 2 writing assignments will take place. Actually, this schedule is your guide and companion during the whole course. If you miss a class, you will always know what has been done during the lesson and what you can do to catch up, and what is the homework for the next lesson. Finally, let's look at the examination. At the final lesson, the teachers will look at your course results. Speaking skills count for 60% of the result and should be at least sufficient. Both writing assignments count for 15% each and should be sufficient too. Attendance counts for 10%. If the total of all these aspects is sufficient, then you pass. If it's not sufficient, you have to sit a final test a few weeks after the course. The date is on your schedule. This test is a spoken gap-filling test during an online session with a teacher. If you have 75% correct or more, then you pass. If you score less, then you fail. As said before, if you have questions, join the question and answer session tomorrow. Otherwise, I hope to see you in class soon. Tot ziens!